Travis here with your collecting tip of the day. Now, for toy collectors out there, yes, grading toys is super important, but it's not just sealed toys that can be graded. If you have a toy, say that the tape has been cut on the box, like this Transformers Victory Road Caesar gift set right here, you can have it qualified graded because all the contents are still sealed and the toy is brand new inside. Now, what's really cool is at Bruno & Co. we use CAS, Collector Archival Services, and they do this exploded grade. I don't know if actually exploded is the term, but the point is, the figures literally exploded out of the box. I mean, this gigantic acrylic case sits beneath our TV, and it is the most badass thing you could possibly imagine. You have the box on display, you have all the sticker sheets, the paperwork down here, the 3 cars, the 3 Brain Masters, more paperwork, and all the accessories, all in one acrylic. I mean, wouldn't this make an awesome side table? Imagine having it vertical with legs down on the bottom. I'm just saying, the exploded grading at CAS is awesome. I highly recommend it. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day, and this one goes out to all my art collectors out there. So you will notice 2 paintings here, and this one, if you notice looking in the camera, there's a ton of reflection going on. While this one here, you're not seeing a reflection in the camera. That's because this is quote unquote, per the framer, museum quality non-reflective glass. So that means you can take a picture of it and you're not going to get a reflection. It's a pretty valuable tool, especially for all you Instagram collectors out there. If you want to get good photos of your artwork without a reflection, make sure to put the museum quality glass. And here's my shameless plug of advertising. Where do I get the best framing job? Everybody thinks I'm crazy when I tell everybody else who collects art. They think I'm nuts. I go to Michael's. I love Michael's. They give me the glass. They give me the simple white frame. Boom, it's done. But take it to whatever framer you prefer, but just make sure to specify what type of glass you want. There's your tip of the day. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day, and this tip isn't necessarily a true collecting tip about a physical item. It's about what discoveries you can make at auction. So, right through Bruno & Co., Ashley fell in love with this wine rack. It was actually by a Western Massachusetts artist, Maddie Ball Johnson. So we buy this wine rack, we really think nothing of it, but every year, or actually it's twice a year, there's the Paradise City Arts Festival, one that takes place in Western Mass. I forget, I think it's Northampton. Yeah, Northampton, that's right, that's the town. And then one in Marlborough. So we go to the summer one in Northampton, and whose booth do we run across? Bingo, Maddie Ball Johnson. What does that lead to? A second edition. This really cool bar with this crazy type tree in the doors, and this free cut top. Really neat, match the wine cabinet, but the point is, you never know what artist you could be introduced to when shopping at auction. So there's the tip of the day. Auctions, the place of discovery. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day, and for collectors, while buying the item is important, the display is also half the battle. So comics, what is the best way to display comics? So prior to this invention, and it wasn't even mine, it was my dad's, I used to buy individual comic mounts that I would drill into the wall, and they would hold the comic like that, and it was great. But then when I wanted to repaint or do anything like that, or reorganize, I would have 30 holes in my sheetrock, a lot of joint compound work, not a lot of fun. So what do? We take a trip to the good old Lowe's, and we come across this white vinyl. My dad called it some type of corner molding. I don't know if that's the correct term. I am the farthest thing from a contractor. But the point is, this entire up and down section, this whole investment was about $4.99. That's because each section here was like, oh no, it's a little more, because it's $2.69 a section, and you need 2 sections, a top and bottom. So you're going to be all in for, just say $6. We're going to round up for easy math. But the point is, you get a beautiful display, you get to showcase all your comics concurrently in a row, and it makes for a really cool look in your house. So there's your collecting tip of the day. Think smarter and spend less money. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day, coming at you with a little bit of speculation. What do we have here? Invaders number 7. Now this is a 9.2 book, is incredibly cheap. Literally you can buy one of these in a 9.2 for maybe $100. 9.4, 9.6 is even obtainable for $250 or less. Why is this important? First appearance of Union Jack. Now, there are 3 different versions of Union Jack. This is the first ever appearance of the character James Falsworth, and he is essentially the British Captain America. Now, as a 1974 Bronze Age key issue, same year as Incredible Hulk 181, this is an incredibly undervalued key book. And with all the different directions Marvel's going in with the MCU, now introducing the multiverse and all the different flashbacks, I would bet pretty heavily that between Disney Plus, cinema movies, and everything else in between, one-shots, Union Jack is bound to make some type of appearance. He's historically a big Marvel character for the British community. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day. Now what do I have here? A Classics Illustrated 76. Why am I holding this book? I absolutely shouldn't be. This is the most mundane, typically worthless comic you will ever find. A later Classics Illustrated. Who cares? Well, if you were looking at this in a yard box and you didn't happen to turn the cover, you would never find out that it's a factory double cover. That just took a book that I could literally light on fire and now probably sell for $100 to $200 just for the fact that it has that double cover. Now, what's the learning experience of this? If instead of having it on a Classics Illustrated, you had any one of these Bronze or Silver Age Marvel comics that's behind me, you'd have a book that was worth $30, $40 to something that's worth a few thousand. Double covers are incredibly rare, and you're never going to know if a book has one unless you take it out of the back. So, rare occurrence, but always keep an open eye. Double covers, very rare. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day. Now with the world of COVID-19, all auctions are happening online. You don't get to see the items in person, so it's really important. Ask for extra photos, ask questions. We are here to help. You want to know what you are bidding on. Make sure to ask any question you got. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day. Now, not necessarily a collecting tip, but just, I guess, food for thought for those art fans out there. So contemporary art, urban art, super hot in the marketplace, and not everybody can necessarily afford to buy, say, a Takashi Murakami lithograph for a few $1,000 or just any type of piece of art from their artist. So I'm here to show you how you can live with art. Now, I'm not necessarily advising you to go invest $100 in this small plush little Takashi Murakami flower, but if you're a Takashi Murakami fan and you love his art, why not get a pillow for your couch? I mean, if you spend like doubling up, you can get a massive Takashi Murakami flower for $200. Now the cool thing about this is, if you take care of it, you don't get it dirty, you don't let your cats play with it, which is exactly what we do. But if you take good care of the pillow, come to sell it one day, you're going to get money back on it. It's not just a used pillow. It's a decorative art. So live with the art. Enjoy what you love. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day. Now right here we have a Gabriel Metal Classics Kit Duesenberg model kit. Now model kits have always been hot. It's one of America's pastimes for children growing up. But model kit collecting today has become a very particular field of study. The big key is unassembled brand new models. Once a model looks like this on the inside, unfortunately, it doesn't hold a lot of value. What would have been a $75 to $100 kit is maybe only a $20, $25 piece of a toy, really, piece of metal. It doesn't hold the value sealed kits do, or not even sealed, just unbuilt. That's the key here. When looking for vintage models, make sure they are unbuilt. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day. Now this is a general rule of thumb when it comes to all autographs, not even just necessarily sports. But right here we have a really cool poster. The greatest. We have Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan, what appears to be an autographed poster, original signatures. And we go to the back. Whoa! It looks all well and dandy. We have this nice gold embossed sealed certificate of authenticity. But the fact of it is, this does not guarantee anything today. While this certificate, this might have been a reputable company, we may not know. When you see a certificate that's not PSA DNA, JSA, or Beckett, you really want to be cautious on whether or not the signature is authentic, because there are a lot of unscrupulous people out there looking to make a buck. So just be wary when it's not one of the big three when it comes to authentication. You just want to dive a little bit deeper. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day. Now everybody knows right now trading cards are super hot. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. But do not forget about those 70s, 80s, and even early 90s non-sport trading cards. So right here we have a 1983 Topps Return of the Jedi booster box, and really cool, a Dark Crystal booster box. Now, they're not worth they're worth a fraction of what Pokemon cards are. This Dark Crystal box is about $75 to $125, and the Return of the Jedi box is maybe only $100 to $200. But still, it's money on the table if you find it at a yard sale. Keep your eyes open for sealed wax packs. Hey everybody, Travis here with your collecting tip of the day. Now this isn't really speculation, more of just a gut instinct. Marvel Preview number 4, the first appearance and origin of Star-Lord, played by Chris Pratt, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers. We know Guardians 3 is coming out. In Marvel magazines, large books like this are really hard to find in good condition. So now this is a 6.0 high mid-grade book, but this is only worth about $100 today. On the high-end spectrum, you can get a 9.6 of this book right now for about $700. Star-Lord, Chris Pratt, to me it's a no-brainer for a first appearance and origin book. Make sure to keep an eye out for Marvel Preview 4.